Hi there, and welcome to another episode here on Bustthenet. Yes, this is the show I like to call the Ajax Diaries. It's my chance to get into a save with a Dutch team. The whole goal of this save slightly different from the Cop Diaries and the Kingstonian Diaries. The Cop Diaries basically I just play my favorite side. With the Ajax Diaries, it's more development save where I look at training players, bringing them through. So there's an very active plan here for me to bleed talent, right, and get them into the first team as quickly as I can. And with Kingstonian, well, there's a lower league save with all kinds of other challenges. So far this season, with this club, I've decided that they are quite. We've added a few players to the first team. We've got this player Abdul Kadir Tabat, who's a midfielder, central midfielder. We brought him in. He hasn't played a lot of games yet, but he's been injured, so we plan to bring him in. We've got this youngster, this the camp, who's already made 6 appearances. I have him slotted for greatness, so to speak. Right. I want him to develop as a wing back and within the system, and he's only 17 years old. The moment I saw his attributes, he was in the under 19s. I promoted him right through the ranks and put him in the senior team straight away because we sold Louis Orihuela and he has taken his place. One of the reasons why I like him so much is because of his blistering acceleration. So we're working on developing him, and he's on a. Actually, I should be putting him on a wing back training, and here with this player, what we want to do is he's got fantastic balance, which means he's going to he's going to have he's going to be good on the ball. So I want him to work on his dribbling and bring the ball up. We have another youngster that I've pushed into the first team. His name Liam Van Gelderen. Big plans. I don't know whether he's going to become a very good ball winning midfielder. But yes, we have plans to use him as a defensive. I had plans to use him as another fullback, but he's quite versatile, so we'll see how he develops. Other than that, we've got a whole bunch of youngsters here. Are there any other plans that I have? Yes, in terms of scouting, when I go to the scouting center and my my assignments in the scouting center are currently being controlled by Stephen Houston. So we've given him a scouting focus, a general scouting focus, to go out there and go look for players who fit the category of young, creative distributors, right? So this is the assignment that is being given. Now, they've come back, but I generally find that they target players who are 22 to 25 years old so far. The feedback, I mean, I haven't got really many good players. I'm not gonna go out there and add like a whole bunch of staff. I mean, to my scouting team, which is gonna blow my costs out of proportion. So what I've also done is I've gone to player search, used this, and basically gone to look for specific kind of players. So here we are looking for transfer status any, contract status any. We're just looking for players who are between 15 to 18 who have got great acceleration. So I want to look for a certain mold of players, and I do the same thing with the wing backs as well. And what I do at the end of the day is I will go out there and get them scouted, and if they they meet a certain criteria, if the recommendation is at least 70% or 80%, I might scout them further, or I'll take a deeper look at this player. Like here in this particular case, Louis Marijuan, I probably won't bother. He's not that explosive. He's got too many attributes that are too low. Anticipation 4 to 9. Off the ball 3 to 8. Not that fantastic. Though some might even question if that was the case, why did I sign this player? Luca Martinez Quarta. Now, when I saw his attributes the first time, I was pretty excited. And I went out there and I just made him a key player. Now, on hindsight, I may have been a bit too quick to decide. Now, I have a goal of wanting to use him as a central midfield player. He's actually trained as a centre back, but I don't want him. I don't want to play him as a centre back. But he's got one attribute there that I should have paid a bit more attention to, which was natural fitness. Over time, I'm hoping that he improves. So far, he hasn't shown any likelihood of getting taking knocks. But we want him to play as a hatchet man in midfield, hoping that his low natural fitness doesn't come back and bite me on the ass. So when I go and I'm trying my best to look for the right kind of players, but on top of that, I'm not gonna be so. I want to develop. I want players to come through the ranks, and we've got a few other players, John Franken and Rob Ten Hewell. I'm looking at the potential of these players. There's quite a number of players who have potential, but naturally this is versus the group of players that they are compared to. So in the B team, a lot of my B team players are out on loan at the moment. So they if they're not playing in the first team, they're all of the certain age. Then I'm going to start selling them off. So I'm going to start having to make money, which brings me back to my next point. Financially, we're doing quite well. We turned a profit of about 29 million last season on the back of a very good Champions League run. My goal right now is to increase that amount. So next season, I want to try and get closer to 180 in the bank. And overall balance, I want it to be about 180 million. Profit, I'm aiming to get about maybe 30 to 40 million at least next season. That means I'll have to start selling players. Provided, of course, we do well in the Champions League. And that is the focus of today's show as well. We are in the Champions League Group H. Right at the bottom, we got Barcelona, Ajax, Bayer Leverkusen, and Başakşehir, team from Turkey. In other groups, we got Olympiacos, Napoli, RBL, CSK Moscow. We got Benfica, Madrid, Dinamo Kiev. PSG are in a nice group with Man City and Lazio. Bayern have Arsenal and Basel. Juventus have to deal with Liverpool and Shakhtar Donetsk, which means there's a strong possibility this might be a fairly interesting Champions League campaign. So how am I going to be lining up for my Champions League? We're still using the tactic that I've been trying to work on with Ajax, which is my Ajax version of the Red Pharaoh, which is not really that different. I mean, it's basically the Red Pharaoh. So we're going to have Veltman out. Though I'm a bit pissed off with Veltman. I'll come to that very soon. Veltman just has really ticked me off. This match, our last game, we're on a 73 game undefeated run at home. And that almost came to an end in our match against PSV. Veltman was sent off in the 11th minute. And I had to change. I changed my tactics slightly. Basically, it was still the same. We just played with two players in midfield instead of three. We managed to score two more goals. PSV managed to pull one back from a corner in the 76th minute. Still comfortable win, but nevertheless, very, very disappointed with Veltman, who seems to have a knack for picking up cards. And that was a brutal game. 5 yellow cards in that game. All right, so we've got our players all sorted. We know who's going to be with this. The camp, I really want to use him in this game. He's got explosive pace down the for the way I like to play. However, he's at 87%. This is a concern. Okay, so we're going to have to look at a bench strategy that allows me to take him, actually bring him, give him a chance to come off and be substituted. At least then I'm not too worried. So the camps is still going to start at 87%. I still want him to play. He's a talented player, and I'm really, extracting maximum value from this player, and his development is gonna be pretty cool. At the back, okay, we'll start without him. I don't want to lose him to injury. Okay, so this is the team that's going to be heading out for the match against Başakşehir. They are a Turkish team. We are the defending champions. Verba has not been playing because we've not been using him. Yes, and for your information as well, I did play that match against PSV on commentary mode because I've got so many saves going on at the moment that sometimes I don't really have to. I want to enjoy the game, but I have to get these games done quick in some cases. Okay, so here we go, kicking off. Gives me a chance to enjoy the match. Weltman plays it out to Christique. They're playing with here we've got two wing backs who are attacking, so this could be kind of fun for us. With the spaces on the right flank and the left flank especially. So we're going to have to... this will be good for our left flank because that's where I create my overloads. Van der Beek back to Martinez, Quarta to Kluivert to Shearhouse, takes a shot, bounces off and goes out for a corner. Okay, we got Lorenzo Christique putting it into the box. Kluivert, loses out. I've got to show teams a bit of respect. Başakşehir here. This is a tough group. We need to win our first match. And then we've got Barcelona in the same group, which is going to be quite the match, actually. Shearhouse to Christique. Christique looks for options, finds Dykes. Dykes crossing the ball into the box. No options there. Martinez Quarta picks the ball back up. Christique back to Kluivert. Kluivert back to Christique. Yes, it looks like Hakim Ziyech may be surplus to requirements in this team. So if I don't start playing, I guess Hakim Ziyech is now on the bench half the time. Because I prefer to start with Justin Kluivert. Justin Kluivert brings the ball out. Look at him go. Then it goes Weltman free. And Weltman is, this is why this Decamp is a way better option because he gets away from players. Christique to Werber back to Dykes. Dykes now to Dolberg. Dolberg crossing the box. It's Shearhouse, can't do much. Quarta intercepts that. Free kick, Van der Beek. Ajax looking for the opener. Werber to Van der Beek. Van der Beek shoots. Okay, we want to do a bit of control around their half. I'm going to go standard, fluid. Gotta get more players involved in the transitions. We're still gonna have fast transitions. Of that I have no doubt. It just doesn't mean that you have to be on structure just to get fast transition. Now I'm just gonna get more players in transitions. Because you have to remember your roles and duties play a big part. Great work from Weltman. Hopefully he doesn't get sent off here as well. Christique to Kluivert. Kluivert brings the ball through. And this is Dykes. Dykes back to Christique. Christique to Kluivert. Kluivert inside the box. Shoots. Volkan makes the save. 8 minutes in and it's Ajax. Werber. Christique brings the ball up. Christique looks for options. Finds Weltman. Weltman goes down the flank. Crosses it. Dolberg's header does not get anywhere near the keeper. We got Irfan. Irfan to Gael Clichy. Irfan again. It's a goal for the Turkish club. A set-piece goal. And they have shocked Ajax at home. Unbelievable. We find ourselves a goal behind. Dolberg to Kluivert. Van der Beek to Werber. To De Ligt. To Christique. Now to Van der Beek. Out it goes to Veltman. Veltman crossing the ball. It's Kluivert inside the box. Shearhouse can't get to it. Quarta to Christique. Against a run of play, we find ourselves a goal down. Shearhouse. This is a very, very annoying situation. Kluivert. Dykes can't control that. Başakşehir here have done well. Irfan. Weltman. Shearhouse, Kluivert, out wide, it goes to Dolberg. Dolberg gets into the box, crossing it in. It's Weltman again to Christique, to Van der Beek. Back to Christique. Can't be cleared. Werber, Van der Beek. Out wide to Veltman. Veltman drives it into the box. Dolberg's header is wide. Christique to Van der Beek. We cannot panic. Okay, we're just a goal down. Veltman inside the box, crossing it. Shearhouse, my goodness, he missed. That was one of the best chances you get. I mean, it's literally put it into the back of the net. Kluivert to Dykes. Dykes crossing the ball. Shearhouse can't get there. There's all combinations. Basakse here have gotten an away goal against Ajax. Kluivert dribbling. Oh, Yeldin. Visca now with the ball to Irfan. Read by Dalit. Christique now. Looks for options. Yeah, he's got a wing back charging down the flank. He finds Veltman. Veltman passing into Dolberg. Dolberg squares it again. The keeper makes a great save. Brings the ball out. Plays it long to Dolberg. Christique. Martinez Quarta to Kluivert. Kluivert looks for Dolberg. Dolberg will square this. No, he can't. Veltman now. Crossing it, and Dolberg buries that. We get the equalizer. No, it's not Dolberg. It's Schaus. Yeah. Oh. Dolberg with all the hard work. Veltman. I got to take Veltman off soon. He's on a yellow card already. Okay, we're going to do that now. All right, this the camps you're on for your Veltman. The youngster being called up now because we need his speed down that flank. Michel Dykes to Kluivert. Kluivert back to Christique. Christique now to Van der Beek. Michel Dykes crossing the ball. Dolberg. Oh, he's just surrounded by players inside the box. He's not getting many opportunities. I mean, he's getting lots of opportunities, but he's just, look at that, 6.3. Demand more from Dolberg, you lazy. Come on, Dolberg. We're shouting at Dolberg from the... I'm going to take him off. He doesn't put on Mateo Casera. Anyone. Waclav Cherny is also not a bad option to come off the bench. Or I could conceivably put Hakim Ziyech here and Kluivert there. Dolberg is not going to perform. He's coming off at halftime. Corner. Dolberg with the ball. Finds Kluivert. Kluivert has the acceleration, but he does not have the skill to get past them. Dykes. Kluivert back to Dykes. Dykes now to Kluivert. Kluivert Van der Beek. Good football, but Shearhouse, the shot gets charged down. Dolberg with the ball. Holds the ball out. Gets it out to Christique. Christique now to Van der Beek. Van der Beek finds Shearhouse and Kluivert. The camps... Another shot from Dolberg. Dolberg is just hammering them, but he's not burying them. Unbelievable. Martinez Quarta. I thought this would be an exhibition match. Honestly, when I got Bucks here, I was thinking, maybe a nice 7-0, 5-0. Man, I got no respect for some teams. Martinez Quarta, the camps look at him. Okay, come on, beat the player, get us across corner. And now we find ourselves at 1-1. Okay, Dolberg does brilliantly, buys us another corner. Ajax are all over them, looking for the second goal. Martinez Quarta crossing the ball, but it's into the safe hands of Volkan. Oh man. Michel Dykes to Dolberg. Back to Dykes. Dykes to Dolberg. To Shearhouse. Crossing it. Kluivert. Ooh, the keeper saves the day again. Well, I might have to take Dolberg off. Kluivert. Out to the camps. Look at his positioning. Kluivert makes no mistake. Justin Kluivert. He's becoming one of my favorite players in this club. Dolberg did okay, I guess, here. Played it out to Clivert. Clivert laid it off for Christique. Finds the camps, the youngster, gets another assist. This boy is gonna be something else. Okay, Ajax have managed to, after falling a goal behind, we've come back and taken the lead. Dolberg is a bit disappointing, so we'll have to watch how he performs in the next couple of minutes. In fact, why am I watching? I should just take him off. Delete or calmly done by Ajax. Alright, we're gonna take Dolberg off. He's playing terribly. So Hakim Ziyech comes on. This is a rather attacking system. We got two wing backs charging, looking for opportunities. It's not I wouldn't advise a lot of people to do this. Just because I'm doing it doesn't mean it's the way to do it. I'll explain why. If I were playing against a team like Man City, Barcelona, I won't be doing this because this entire area is open for exploit. Ziyech through Dykes. Dykes crossing the ball. Van der Beek. Quarta is there. Werber again. Back to Christique. Christique will find options in Clivert. Oh, he hits it. Shearhouse. It's a second goal for Clivert. Is he done it again? Yes, he has. Clivert does brilliantly Kai Shearhouse, and it works so well together. Christique chipped it over the top. Clivert hits it, and then Shearhouse hits it down, controls it, and lays it off for Clivert. Man, they're linking up so well now. Ziyech with the free kick. Into the box it goes. And this will be Dykes. Dykes brings it up. Ziyech now. Okay. Yes, the lineup should be more like Dolberg as a DLFS and then Clivert. But I want to develop Shearhouse. So he's playing instead of Dolberg most of the time. So here we go. Shearhouse. He's been playing quite well, this 21-year-old player. And he's already scored quite a few goals for us this season. 5 goals in 6 appearances. Like Clivert's brace brings him to 3 goals in 6 appearances. The Camps comes on 7.4 compared to Veltman. I mean, Veltman has an assist. Both of them have an assist. The Camps now picks up a yellow card. Irfan to Ney, to Inla, to Kel, whatever that name is. Okay, Ella inside the box, crossing it, the keeper's ball. All right, we're 3-1 to the good. Should I? Okay, now I'm going to do it differently. Wing back on support, control, and not so many players this time. Okay, we don't have to have the whole team attacking them now. Ziyech out to Dykes. Dykes goes wide. Finds, looks for Ziyech, but Christie has to pick up the pieces. The Camps, he's going to beat them. Come on. What a cross. Yo, for one. Shearhouse bags 2 goals today. So 2 players on a hat trick. Shearhouse as well as Clivert, the Camps. Gotta love this boy. I'm just enjoying him at the moment. Oh, he's gotten himself a 2nd assist and he's gone to 8.6. The Camps to Clivert, to Ziyech, to Shearhouse. Shearhouse to Ziyech, Ziyech to Van der Beek. Now to Shearhouse. Shearhouse slides it for Clivert. Clivert looking for his hat-trick. Alright. I'm literally protecting the youngster. So, I'm going to wait until the 80th minute and I might take the Camp off. I'm toying with the idea of taking him off. Not too sure yet. But Werber has taken a knock. Bruised head, he'll be able to play through that. Because don't really have any options from the bench for a central defender at the moment. We'll tell Christique not to tackle harder. Apart from conceding that early goal, we seem to have found our way, and we've only got a few more minutes left in this game. I mean, a couple of seconds, I guess. And the boys look okay. All right. Happy with our performance. 4-1 should be the final score. Yes, it is. The referee calls time. We went behind, but the boys did good. They did quite well. Good win. We open our Champions League campaign with a win over Basaksehir here. Barcelona's Luis Suarez opens scoring against Leverkusen, who go down 3-1. In fact, 33-52. Yeah, it was two. They were leading by 2 clear goals, and then they put it 2-1 and they added 3-1. Not bad. Inter beats Manchester United. Celtic, what a result against AS Monaco. Atletico Madrid 1-0. Winners Spartak Moscow. Juventus, massive win. Liverpool and Shakhtar Donetsk draw. Well, Wilbur is out for 5 to 8 days. Shearhouse with 2 goals. And the boys did enough. And we shall continue to keep you guys updated with how the boys do. But for now, the story is all about this boy, the camp. I have great hopes for this youngster. If we can get him to improve these attributes, I mean, we're going to work on crossing, we're going to work on dribbling. Over time, we'll hope. I think this guy is going to be quite a talent. With this acceleration, 16, man, there's so much we can do with him. There's so many options with this boy. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Ajax Diaries and you found it interesting. If you have any questions, please look me up on Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com, my website. Once again, I'd like to thank all my patrons for their continued support of this channel. You make these kind of shows possible. For the rest of the community, you guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.